It's a Saturday, and your Pratt Pack, we hopefully look to a better future. Well, this Wednesday, a whirlwind of massive bills, rapid votes, and an all-smiles signing ceremony. The state elected leaders adopted a $50.1 billion budget for the fiscal year that was already 135 days old. The flurry of public action on major issues and big dollar amounts that had been negotiated by leaders in private left lawmakers with a lot of, simply things to reflect on. Nearly 1 million lower-income Pennsylvania residents were expected to benefit from a new tax credit. The state, to both cheers and jeers, had been pulled from the regional greenhouse gas initiative. That seemed to be a major topic, and it got it to the finish line. But this is how I want to look at this, and also the government shutdown that we now have a reprieve there until January 30th of 2026. And by the way, that's just a few months away. I hope lessons have been learned on both sides, but more importantly, maybe we use this as an ability to reset the bar, to rethink what we're doing in this country. And when you think about Pennsylvania, the importance of it when it comes to the voting process always seems to be a swing state, and a massive state at that when it comes to deciding who the next president will be, and that's a pretty big ticket item. But you think of the history of Pennsylvania, the industrial age, 19th century into the 20th century, Carnegie, Frick, Morgan, Westinghouse, all those names. And now on the precipice of this energy summit with the data AI centers and, of course, Nippon, U.S. Steel, Westinghouse in the nuclear power business, maybe this is just the way the stars should be aligned to return what we once were, when Grant Street was a lot like Wall Street, and this part of the country was what Silicon Valley was, with Microsoft, Apple, Google, and now Facebook and more out there on the left coast, right? I believe that there are lessons that can be learned from this, like we are messing with the lives of people who have been laid off in the federal government, now hoping to get back to work and to get all the back pay. Essential workers like air traffic controllers who went to work anyway for a month without a paycheck. All of that nonsense, the subsidies, all of the special needs and services and money that needed to go to people who are out really trying to make a difference every day, SNAP benefits and more. And Pittsburgh Public Schools been talking about that education base moving forward, why it's so important to get it right, looking at a story in the PG today. But public education in general, demanding they needed this money, and finally we'll start having it get to where it needs to go to give teachers and administrators and school districts the tools to get it done. So why not go back to what made this region great well over 100 years ago? Do the deep dive, dig in, manufacturing, start building, creating, generating, and we've got that great starting point with Nippon and U.S. Steel. Create working class jobs that turn to middle class jobs. That's how you fix it, and that's how we can learn from this budget impasse and the government shutdown.